Oh, look at this.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah,
It is a quick break thing. We just thought some woman almost lynched her dog. All right. Deep breath. Day's almost over. Recording episode. This is 121.
Damn. 121, baby.
If you're listening to this, you're listening to the No Prisoners podcast with Andrew and Gilmar. And if you don't know anything about us, yeah, we're amazing. And you should hit like and subscribe to the Instagram page, the YouTube, Apple Podcasts app, whatever you listen to podcasts on. We got you. All the links are on the Instagram page. Just go to our Instagram page. No Prisoners. And the O in Prisoners is a 0. It's quite simple. The link is in the bio. That's what we can do for you. But we have officially named the Alpha Bravo Canine Walk stroll for service dogs, or stroll with service dogs. Some stroll with service dogs action. And if you go to the Alpha Bravo Canine page, you can get to all those all that information. I'll pull it up right here. We got absolutely no information on their Instagram page. So you know what? It's on April 23rd. We've already talked about it. Be there, be square. Yardley, Pennsylvania. Doing a charity walk to help raise money for service dogs to U.S. veterans to help them with either PTSD or physical disabilities, mental disabilities, just getting after it. So we have an interesting show set up for us today. Amazon is sponsoring this show. They don't know it yet. But have you ever gotten, Gilmar, like weird suggestions on like your Instagram sponsored ads? Like when we talk about weird stuff when we're out to eat and then all of a sudden later you're like, why am I getting all these ads?
Oh, yeah, all the time.
So Amazon has been doing me dirty like Instagram normally does. And I'm not sure where we can go with this, but we got a variety of things that we have found on Amazon that we have a lot of questions about. The first thing, you don't have a dog, but a lot of people that listen probably have dogs, right? And
yeah.
People are always buying stuff for their dogs. And I found this thing on Amazon that is outright idiotic, possibly dangerous. Could be a good time, most likely going to end in a bad time and a trip to an emergency room. And I found this was actually suggested to me to purchase. And if you've ever seen someone like riding their bike with their dog, not on the bike, like their dog's running next to the bike, you're always like, oh, that's interesting, right?
Yeah.
How did they get that dog to do that? It's usually just a really well-behaved dog. But say you don't have a good or a well-behaved dog, right?
Mm-hmm.
Say you just go to the pound right now, Gilmar, you're like feeling sassy, you're going to go rescue a dog. And then tomorrow you're like, you know what? I go bike riding every day. I'm going to take, say the dog's name is Fredo. And you're going to take Fredo for a walk with you while you ride your bike.
Fredo.
I've got the solution for you. Introducing, and if you're listening with your ears and not your eyes, you're not watching the YouTube, head on over to the YouTube and rewatch this episode because this thing is ridiculous. Basically, the Springer hands-free dog leash bike attachment kit pet exerciser for running, walking, and jogging is a universal fit for bicycles and has over 540 ratings out of 4 stars on Amazon. It's an Amazon top choice. And yeah, click on the second picture. This is what came up in my suggested ads. It's a lady that does not look like she's equipped to be riding. Like, look at her wrist angles on that. Like, is her wrist broken?
It might be. She also...
Look at her elbow. Like, she doesn't ride bikes often. But this woman is safely riding with what looks to be a white German Shepherd Interesting. And there's a metal rod attached to the bottom of her bike seat, and the rod comes off at like a parallel to the earth, and then hooks down, curves back up to this spring attachment, which is hooked to a rope and then to a hook, and the hook goes onto your dog's harness. So basically, this thing is designed so that you can ride your bicycle and your dog can just run around like a maniac, allegedly. Allegedly. Like, look at that dog. That dog is psychopath. They photoshopped it. That thing, look at that rope. It's like
yeah, that's definitely photoshopped.
This is like, took like a girl riding a bicycle. They got the shadow right on the ground. It's good Photoshop. But this is like not a real situation. And we're going to watch the video. There's a video.
No way.
Yeah, there's a video on how to use it.
Have you ever seen people try to ride a bike and...
That was very loud.
Oh, my God.
With the Springer, even if your dog tries to run off to greet friends or chase a squirrel, you stay in control. For most dogs, it takes only a few minutes to adjust to running with the Springer. Think of the Springer.
Oh, that was a real photo.
It's a real photo, but she's wearing a different outfit. She must be the inventor.
Unique is the heavy-duty steel spring because it absorbs up to 90% of your dog's unexpected tugs. The Springer makes the ride safe and fun for both of you. And the Springer works with most sizes of dogs and most bikes. Like a third hand.
Is that little chihuahua like seriously?
That's not even necessary. Just put it in a basket.
Yeah.
I mean, but I guess it's good exercise for the chihuahua. But
now you can walk your dog.
Double dogs.
Double dog dare you to buy that shit.
Yo. Oh my God. So I saw this thing and it got me thinking. Like, what other kind of dumb shit can you buy on Amazon? Right?
Countless.
Yeah, so I went down a little bit of a rabbit hole, and we found, like, there was a variety of things that I was like, I can't believe somebody made this. Like, somebody has too much, like, there's a war in the Ukraine right now.
No way.
And do you think any of them are like, hey, I'm going to buy this Springer attachment for my bicycle, so when I'm running away from the oh, look at this.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah,
it is a quick break thing. We just thought some woman almost lynched her dog. But what happened was it has like this quick release thing, so the dog can then run away from you after you crash your bike.
Yeah.
This is definitely... Look at it. She's almost crashing right there.
Oh, Jesus.
There's almost so many near crashes in the video demonstration, and they just cut the camera off.
Like it didn't happen.
It's safe, just... Next clip.
Yeah. You didn't see that. Next clip.
Watch this dog just almost get hit by a car. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, shouldn't you have your dog on the opposite side of the
Let's
road?
read some reviews.
Okay.
Let's read some reviews. We're trying to start it off light. There's war in Ukraine.
Wait, how many one-star were...
Let's just go to the one-star reviews.
All right,
let's just straight... Did anybody 5-star? Sending it back. If I could give it no stars, I would. No matter what it swivels, my dog is very obedient, but this always swiveling just confuses him. Okay, not good. I want to hear somebody getting hurt. Let's scroll down. In an ideal circumstance, may work. Ooh, they've their issues numbered here. So we've got it comes second issue. Blah blah blah. I don't know. Nah, this isn't a good review either. We're not going to waste this on the people.
Fuck this one. This is way too long.
This is way too long.
Oh, 5 issues.
Hurt my dog. Broke on the first use. Here we go.
Oh, no. There's pictures of the dog.
Oh, dude. He's got a cut face.
No.
Our bike ride did not go as planned. I could have guessed that. What's this girl's name? Let's scroll up. I saw the Lindsay.
Lindsay, of course.
Yeah, Lindsay. You failed your dog. See that she went to the pound, rescued a pit bull, thought she was going to have a good time with Tito the pit bull, and she bought this leash attachment thing. I bought this leash attachment thing on Amazon after comparing reviews of a bunch of different brands. So Lindsay was actively looking for a solution. It is quick release that's supposed to break if the dog gets caught on something. My dog split a pole with me, and it didn't break like it was supposed to. Instead, it bent the metal spring, broke the bungee leash he was attached to, and the clip of the leash flew back and hit him in the face. Maybe I just got a defective one, but either way, I'm pissed. You should be pissed at yourself, Lindsay.
Yeah, why'd you buy this?
Look at his eyeball. Oh, my God.
He's got a black eye.
He's got a black eye. Look at it. It's all bent up. Look at Lindsay with her little sash out in the front.
Oh, he's bleeding. Damn.
I wish we could comment on this and be like, you're dumb. Why would you think that attaching your dog to your bicycle was a good idea?
Oh,
Jesus Christ. I'm just letting everybody know that this kind of stuff exists in the world. The world's a dark place where you can buy, let's see, Laurie Westman. Are these all ladies? Every review is a lady. I don't know if that's
Jean Marie
Todd.
Oh, shit.
Jean Marie Todd. Like, is that a real name?
That's a crazy name to have.
I heartily regretting ordering this. First of all, expensive, but the design looks so great in the photos. Are you kidding me? Second, the instructions are poorly translated from German or something and are very sparse and hard to understand. I'm judging she's about 60 years old with the word it's sparse. Why are you riding a bicycle with a dog? And her cover picture for her Amazon account is literally a picture of her dog.
She's 50 or 60 for sure, dude. For sure has white hair.
Yeah, she like comments on her grandchildren's Facebook posts. You're so pretty. I hope he doesn't know about your condition.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. It's like, Grandma. Even got assistance installing this from my local bike shop. Your bike shop's to blame, too. You're all guilty.
Yo, for real.
You're all guilty. If I owned a bike shop and you brought this thing into me, I'd look at you and be like, get out of my bike shop.
Don't want anything to do with this.
I don't want any liability here. This is not going to work. Third, the first time I used this before even starting to ride the bike, my dog pulled away slightly while standing next to the bike. I was just about to mount it, and it came apart. I don't remember all the names of the parts, but the straight part that fits to the corkscrew part, let's just say it doesn't fit well. And there's a little, she doesn't know what she's writing, keeping the two parts together, hence the immediate breakdown. This happened just before I moved house. And then it was a temporary housing for a few minutes and then moved again. So I wasn't able to return this for a refund in a timely fashion. Jesus. Jean Marie Todd sounds like she lives quite the life. She was in temporary housing, went to a different house, came back to the house, couldn't return it because of the temporary house address. This, like, she was struggling.
This is a roller coaster, but this is uncut gems in an Amazon review.
This is a stressful review.
Yo, it is, man. I want to help this lady out.
The corkscrew part. Oh, my God. And it's written on July 2nd, 2019.
Yo.
So, I mean, Jean Marie might not be with us anymore.
This is pre-pandemic problems.
This is pre-pandemic corona problems. The last review was 2018. This thing's still been it's only got 540 reviews, and it's been online for years.
Here's the 2021 one. You don't always get what you pay for.
That's fair. You're also an idiot for thinking your dog could get attached to your bicycle and be safe. As others mentioned, it does not fit on all bikes, but you can't tell unless you've tried. Let's just say that person's name is Catmandu. Let's just say you saved yourself a whole lot of trouble and possibly saved your dog's life.
That used to be a nightclub in Trenton.
Yeah, dude, it was lit. It was a half inside, half outside.
Now it's Cooper's Riverview.
Yeah.
Cooper's.
Jeez. So
wait, can we sorry, what
go ahead.
Oh, I want to see a 5-star review.
Okay. That's a good point. Oh, geez, that's
this is a long one.
That's
I
can't read that much. I can't do that.
We need.
All right. Oh, rowdy Siberian Husky. Let's read this. Worth every penny, but make sure it'll fit on your bike. I was given a rowdy, untrained Siberian Husky by my brother who could no longer take care of him. The only training he had was house training. Walking him was an absolute nightmare. But being a Husky, he needed exercise every day. I'll test that. I took the risk of buying a Springer. Okay, Carly, slow down.
That's hilarious.
Carly T.
Took a risk.
Her last name is probably like Tuna.
Tuna.
Carly Tuna.
Carly Tuna.
My name's Carly Tuna. My family and friends were genuinely concerned that this dog was going to kill me on the bike. He's incredibly excitable and strong. but I've had absolutely no problems. I don't believe you.
Yeah.
This was written in April 11th, 2017.
Yeah.
A lot's happened since then.
Yo, for real.
This contraption, anything that's called a contraption, that's not a positive word. I don't think that's a positive word.
Yeah, contraption. Not a
Contraption automatically says like,
it was put together.
a little bit of risk here.
Yeah.
It's like Willy Wonka. You ever see the original Willy Wonka?
Yeah.
Tons of contraptions.
Yeah, tons of contraptions.
Sucking kids into things. Mike TV turning into a small Mike TV.
There you go. That's a contraption.
Contraption.
I mean, this is also a contraption, I guess. It's not safe.
But that's a good point. Like but she's using it in like she's got a 5-star contraption.
Right. You're very right.
That doesn't go together to me.
Yeah, no, yeah.
This contraption works better than I could possibly imagine. You need to imagine bigger. This ride is very smooth, and even if he tries to bolt off, I'm able to catch myself before there's any kind of falling or loss of control. He took to it immediately without any kind of training! Exclamation point.
Damn.
Whew, with no training. To slow him down, all I really need to do is apply the brakes. I never felt unsafe once. The only downside to the Springer is that it might not fit your bike. I've had to use it for a family member's bike since it won't fit properly on my Trek mountain bike. Little name drop there. You know what I'm saying? She's like, I have a Trek mountain bike. I'm bougie.
Whoa, okay, lady.
I had the money for $100 Springer contraption.
All right, Carly.
Jesus.
Taking risks.
Before you buy it, make sure there's a 3 or 4 inch vertical bar on your bike. Oh, my God. 79 people found this helpful. I'm really worried about the amount of dogs that have been exposed to this thing. Corona.
Bless you. You think this is left with Amazon?
Yeah, something tells me that, like, dude, okay, 5-star review, the name, Crescent Moon.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah, definitely has dreadlocks.
Yeah. Her
My girl
armpits have dreadlocks.
Yeah. Or him.
Yeah, Crescent Moon. This lady was definitely in a cult at one time, might still be in a cult. Anybody that refers to themselves as Crescent Moon,
yeah,
probably watches anime.
Oh, yeah.
Our dog is 75 pounds, super jumpy and nervous and energetic. I'm about 150 pounds, and I attached it to the seat post of a heavy mountain bike. Oh, my God. Heavy mountain bike.
Name drop.
Boom. Is that a brand? Heavies. I attached my own short leash to the device instead of using the little rope it came with. Important that the leash is short, otherwise the dog can run in front of your bike. I wonder how she knows that.
Probably haven't.
Easy. What I like, even when he lunges at another dog, as long as I keep my weight on the seat, he doesn't pull me over. I feel like we need to buy this.
Do we? Or do you? Andrew dollars?
And yeah, some Andrew dollars. There's definitely not going to be podcast dollars. We can't afford a $100 Springer situation.
We can do video review and then put it on the channel.
Okay, probably getting purchased one, the review system here. We don't know if we can trust Crescent Moon, Carly Tuna, or Jean Marie, or any of these bad bitches. Dude, these are obviously like risk takers here, man. These girls are like, they're bike riding, like taking risks at life, attaching dogs to their bicycle. Like these ladies are not to be messed with. Nah, man,
they'll definitely cancel local business in no time.
Yeah, jeez. All right, so I mean, well, a lot of fair 4 years and still loving. Who goes back AL? That's not a real person. You don't go back 4 years after buying something this. I highly recommend. I've never tried another bike attachment to compare it, but I've had the Springer for 4 years now, and I've no desire to even try another brand.
There's more?
Oh, my God.
Oh, shit.
Okay, first off, underneath this review, and this is where we're going to end it before we get ourselves into some trouble here. The name of the next person is Felicia, the Swedish Flicka. Are we kidding ourselves? Can we click on her thing and see if we can see her profile? Oh my God, please tell me there's a profile. Oh my God.
Yes, the Swedish Flicka.
Yo, is this the Swedish Flicka right here?
This is her, man.
We got to get her on the show. Oh my God. And look, she's
it.
got these flower pots on her bicycle.
She's a...
Damn, I feel like she knows what she's doing.
She's a weaver and a seamstress, bro.
a weaver and a seamstress in Ireland. I feel like Russia's behind this this post. This seems like a Russian bot.
Ooh la la, damn! She leaves some reviews. Vaseline.
She left a review. Ooh la la on Vaseline lip therapy balm. This is the tiniest, cutest, adorable mini Vaseline container I've ever seen, and it's just not regular Vaseline. It's specially formulated for lip therapy, and the fragrance is so yummy. Oh my god!
Holy shit!
Look how small it is, dude. It is actually really small.
Oh, it's cute. Look
how cute that is.
Yeah.
You could probably fly with that.
Yeah,
if you have like sensitive lips.
Yeah, you definitely fly with that.
Anyway, so the next product that we found, I don't even know. This was suggested to me. So Amazon thinks I obviously have like a back problem. But have you ever seen those pull-up bars that go in your door frame of your house?
Yep.
You have one?
No, that's very dangerous.
Have you ever used one?
Yeah.
Dude, me and my brother have one. I think my brother has a fancy one now because like he just takes it with him wherever he travels to.
Yeah.
Just banging out pull-ups like he's David Goggins. And we had one. I fell out of a door frame one time. Like I was doing pull-ups like hardcore and it slipped off the top and I just fell on my ass. Like I fell hard. I was probably like 15 years old. Like I'm getting jacked. Summer's coming up. Got hair under my armpits now. I'm fucking going through puberty hardcore. I'm gonna get yoked in the door frame.
That's why I don't have one, son.
Yeah, and I remember like I like tried to bring it. Like we went to go visit my dad one time, and I was like, "Yo," and he's like, "You're absolutely not setting that up in the door frame." And I was like, "Why?" It just slides up in there. He's like, "It's gonna damage the trim." And I was like, "Oh, well, my gains."
My gains, Dad.
My gains, Dad. Me and Timmy got pull-ups to do. So we only did push-ups that summer.
Do you have one now?
Yeah, I have one around somewhere.
Oh, I was gonna ask, probably because it needs to be properly installed, right? There's a way to properly install it.
No, you just can't rep hard on it.
Oh, okay.
Because then it'll like possibly fall. Like the whole thing is that like the top bar of it sits on like the top of the door frame trim, or like door casing if you've got your lingo down.
Yeah, you're a constructor. And
then the sides like sit on the casing on the side. But what we found, what Amazon found for me and suggested via this is a more reasonable purchase of $34 as opposed to $100, except for the larger, like for some reason there's two prices here. I'm not really sure why, but there's a gentleman that, let's just say the pull-up bar is set up and he's not doing any pull-ups. He's got what it looks to be like one of those Home Depot, you threw your back out and you work at Home Depot.
Yeah.
And you're not allowed to pick any boxes up over 15 pounds.
Yeah.
But you still got the back brace on to hold your beer gut in.
Yeah.
So he's got that thing wrapped around him, and then there's like these straps that go up to the pull-up bar. And it's like so he can like literally dangle in it like one of those babies in like in a suspension swing. Like, oh man, I can't get anywhere, so I'm bouncing around. And it's sit and decompress back stretcher and back realigning therapy, spinal decompression, back traction, upright inversion table. What is that name?
Made in
Who
USA.
titles that shit?
I was about to tell you these Amazon titles are always so fucking long.
I think there's something to be said here. If you're questioning a product on Amazon, look at how long the title is. If it's not simple and to the point, it's a scam. It's a scam. Sit and decompress, back stretcher, back realigning, therapal spinal, decompression, back traction, upright inversion table made in the USA.
Chiropractor design, medium hardness, no bar.
But chiropractor designed. You can't, like, I occasionally bang with a chiropractor, I'm not going to lie. But my chiropractor is also a physical therapist. So it's, as I grab my wrist, I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
You got a little wrist injury going here. The back thing's not going to do anything for me. So, like, this guy's literally looking down at, like, he's like, am I safe?
He looks like he's trying to be Superman.
Yeah. So let's see if there's a video for this one.
Oh, and there is.
Oh, Chad. Let's see him.
Wait, do you think there's so many words in the title so it hits all the SEO keywords?
I would think that's the only reason you would do that.
It's the only reason why, dude. All right, Kyle. Show
Let's
us.
let's see what you got.
And I'm sure you are, because I know I am. Let's just jump right into it and kind of just do the same thing we were all.
All right, get on with it.
Yeah, get on with it.
Stance, in split stance.
Nice slippers, Chad.
Oh, Chad, yeah. Yeah.
I'm Dr. Dorsey. I invented this.
Oh, he's a doctor.
Doctor.
To Los Angeles College of Chiropractic.
What if he just ate shit?
Graduated 2003. And I think it's called, well, it used to be called Los Angeles College of Chiropractic. And now, well, they changed their name my last year. It was now Southern California University of Health Sciences or Services. Sciences, yeah.
He looks like he's just a grown 6'2" man just swinging in a baby swing.
I want him to lift his legs up and dangle. I think that'll be hilarious.
I think massage therapy or something. I think they've changed a little bit, adapted. So yeah, we're doing flexion stance now. You do one at a time. This is a new method we're doing. We used to do both at the same time, but I actually like one at a time.
Because you fell on your ass.
Yeah.
You got to keep that kickstand leg underneath you in case the thing breaks down. I don't see how this thing provides any sort of like. It just looks like.
Maybe sore. So, what to do about soreness? Well,
All right, we've heard enough from you, Chad.
Yeah, I'm over it.
But I don't know. So if you're feeling frisky, buy this and let us know how you get out of it. What you get out of it. I don't trust this at all. Let's see some reviews.
Start with the
Let's
one star,
let's go start with the 1 star.
like always.
Oh, okay, so the first reviewer's name is Rags. What?
Love it.
But this is a pretty recent review. It's September 2020. So you know they were going through it at the time. And the product's poor design will cut into your skin under your armpits. Like, obviously, look at the guy's like, it's literally happening to the guy while we're watching it.
Yeah.
As you see in the pic I posted, ooh, look at that. It literally cut. Like, why would you let it do that to you? Oh, my God.
That's
It really bruised him up.
Yeah, it looks fucked up.
That could have been the hooker he hired the night before, though.
It's probably a bunch of hickeys.
That looks like that looks slightly sexual in nature.
Yeah, this dude posted that because his wife was getting on.
Yeah, she's like that wasn't, hun. That wasn't the. It was the armpit thing. I was trying to decompress my spine.
And he went as far to. He was in too deep. He had to put out a review, bro.
Yeah, I mean his name's Rags, so he definitely he likes to get beat up. Right? He doesn't think of himself in a very positive nature. I feel like one of those criminologists that like criminal minds where they're like, judging by the body, the scarring on the body, we're looking for a 30-year-old male serial killer, possibly blonde hair, blue eyed, and was beaten by his mother as a child. It's like, how did you get that information from like a body laying on the ground? It's like the murderer we're looking for is 5'4", judging by the bite marks.
Yeah, right.
Like, what?
How do you know that?
What, are bite marks on the woman's hip? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, he wears orthopedics. How do you know that?
Yeah, so as you can see in the pic I posted, the product is not designed well. I was really looking forward to using this and getting some lower back relief. Unfortunately, within a few minutes, I felt pain in my chest and armpit areas. I'm a fit guy. Are you, though?
Are you, though, Rags?
Are you, Rags? I usually work through the pain. No, you don't.
There's dirt in it.
Because you wouldn't have bought this. You would have just manned up and stretched and then done some deadlifts. Your lower back pain would have gone away.
So true.
The vest slips as if there's nothing the vest to hook onto. When you hang, like these people write these things with such anger behind them that their punctuation is unreal. You ever notice that like the difference in a 1-star review that we read and a 5-star review is good grammar?
Yeah, that's so true.
A 5-star review always has good grammar. The 1-star is like they either are dumb as shit because you bought this and you thought you were going to get something out of it, or you're angry, typing
Yeah, you're just going ham.
a random capital S in the middle of the sentence.
With a comma.
Comma. When you hang, the vest slips until your armpit, slips until your armpits, where it finds a natural resistance called your shoulders. Now you are dealing with the vest rubbing and biting into your skin. See, he used the word biting.
Biting.
That's interesting. It's interesting. It sounds like biting was on his mind. Into your skin as it pulls the weight on your straps. It was a waste of $10 shipping.
Oh shit.
25 people found this helpful. We should find this helpful. Thanks, Rags. Thanks, Rags. Oh no, go back.
Yeah, fucking.
Damn it.
Shout out Rags though.
Gary Neal.
Pain.
Yeah, the subject is just pain. As I suspended myself, the material wrapping around my torso begins digging uncomfortably into my skin. I had cuts.
Jeez.
Oh, he wrote this January of 2019, but August 2019.
Continued using it.
I carved a piece of foam exercise mat and attached it to the inside of my harness with 3 inches of mat extending above the top torso wrap. No more cuts. Harness works great with extra padding.
So he's gonna fix the review, or
Yeah, what's the deal here, dude?
it's still 1 star? You fixed it, but it still sucks.
You went back and updated your review 8 months later. It took you 8 months to improve upon this design.
He was in his basement fucking 3 nights a week.
Just like the prototype.
Beta versions and shit.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
Reinventing the wheel here, buddy.
Oh, my God. We're going to read one more review, and we got to get out of here. So, Fambar wrote our next review.
It's a fake name, dude. That's a name
Fambar.
someone would call me by accident when they don't know my name.
You do have Gilbar. We've gotten a lot from you. You're Fambar now.
Yeah, dude.
Yo, what up, Fambar?
What's up?
It's probably like, you know what? You know what would be really funny is if like you took profanity in like other languages and used that as the name. And then all of a sudden you started rolling around saying Fambar, and like we don't know in Arabic that means like something dirty.
Yeah, right.
I very much wanted this to work. You set your expectations too high.
Yeah.
You should have read the reviews.
Yeah, get a chirp wheel or something. I don't know.
Yeah, the chirp wheel's where it's at. I don't have one, but every time I watch that commercial, I'm like, I think John has one, and I think he's scared to use it.
Didn't he say it sucks or something? But it's probably because he's probably scared to use it.
Yeah, I think John's just like, John's such a big guy
Yeah.
that like, I think he was just like scared to put his weight on it. He thought he was going to break.
He's snapping half.
Yeah, I mean, he's
Yeah,
like John's like hands. When you put John's hands up to my hands, it's like I'm a small human. If you're having a bad day, just go get a hug from John.
Yeah, I saw him hug. Didn't he hug Big Dave? And it was.
Oh yeah, Big Dave was the first person I saw John hug. Where I was like, oh wow,
That makes sense.
yeah, you guys, wow, you guys are both really fucking big dudes.
Yeah.
It's like you saw two. If it was like me and you hugged, that's what. Like I was like, oh, I felt good for them. I felt good for them. You know, it's like you found a round peg into a square hole.
That's hilarious.
Until you found that round hole, you don't know what it's like.
I felt good.
Yeah, I felt good.
It's
It's like because Big Dave's hugging all these people. Like he's probably got back and neck problems from hugging people, like leaning over and hugging people. Probably.
Right,
That or that car accident. He got hit by that car on his bicycle. That might be part of his pain.
Holy shit.
You should get one of these.
Yeah,
we
probably.
should get Big Dave one of these and have him do the review.
He needs a strong ass door.
Yeah, right under. Yo,
He's a big.
that's
dude.
another thing to be considered. Like, is the pull-up bar weight rated for this? It kind of like the system we're looking at. Like, you know those like baby swings that you just put your kid onto and the legs slip through, and then they can push them back and forth in it, but somehow they're not supposed to fall out.
Yeah.
This looks like that from grown-ass men with broken backs. A little baby swing. Like,
Little
I don't know
baby
if this is weight rated.
Probably not.
I very much wanted this and needed this to work for me. I'm in constant pain. Fambar, I don't believe you.
Jeez.
This might work on someone who is flat-chested as the belt digs into the underside of breasts.
Yeah, Fanbar's got a set of tits on him.
Whoa.
You got a fucking
We
set.
can't, I don't know if we can assume his pronouns anymore.
They have a set of tits on them. There you go, dog. You know what I'm saying?
And it might work if you can hold your breath while hanging because the belt squeezes your ribs so hard. The whole hanging that that breath is Jesus.
This
Fanbar.
review broke Andrew, dude.
Jesus, I can't put this one back together. Humpty Dumpty is not going back together.
No.
I very much wanted this to work and treat my pain without medical intervention. See, I don't know if
I think I know what this feels like.
yeah, but like I have an inversion table. I don't really use it ever because it's in storage somewhere.
Yeah.
because like you got to have a whole room for like, I don't know many people who have like the space to have like just like a version table to hanging out. And like it does feel good when you hang up and you get the traction in your spine and it like releases a little bit. But you can get a lot of this stuff that they're like fan bar. You just need to take yourself to like a couch and sit flat on the ground and put your legs up. Like there's other ways to get this type of traction.
That's true.
I honestly think that this is a poor man's inversion table. So all these people are like, I can't spend $300 on an inversion table. Let me spend $34 and see if it's any good. And then you got yourself hurt.
Yeah, how much is this shit? It's only $35. So yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know.
A tenth of the price of a.
But like, you know, Amazon didn't completely fail us. They did suggest one product, the third product. Did you get the third one?
Let me see.
Let's see if we got the third one up. This one was something that was like, damn, we might have a winner here. Amazon, you know, 1 out of 3 ain't bad. $119, Bluetooth music Tesla coil, desktop toy, plasma loudspeaker arc generator. Right. And then for those of you I
So
can't believe that
Philly.
happened, dude.
So Philly.
I hope Ariel doesn't listen to this. I'm going to get some lashings for that one. Oh, let's take a drink of water.
Oh shit.
Where's my water bottle? I need to abort. So basically, if you don't know what a Tesla coil is, Tesla is the guy, not the car guy, but the guy who invented electricity.
Nikolai Tesla.
And he basically, his invention was they were trying to create a way to transfer electricity through the air without wires. And he created this like arc system that would, you know, get electricity to bounce from like one electrical node or rod to the other one and would like hop in between. And they were trying to experiment with like, well, if we can get it to jump this far, why can't we get it to jump that far? And I'm pretty sure some people probably got hurt.
Oh, for sure.
Like,
We got fried.
People got cooked up back then. But this thing got suggested to me and I literally was like, I think I might need to own this. And it used to be $150. It's only $119 now.
It's 20% off.
20% off. And with all the prices rising in the entire world, this might be a good deal. Look at that thing.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so it literally like it shoots electricity, little lightning bolts off of this thing into the air while it plays music. So you can like put your hand up to it and catch a little electric. This seems pretty cool to me. Let's check it out. It's pretty cool.
Oh, it sounds like a stove.
Whoa. Look at him. He's like holding his hand over little lightning bolts jumping off it. We need to get this for the office.
Yo, that would be sick.
That's really cool.
Oh, but it also
And it has
plays
Bluetooth.
music.
Let's see what it does now.
Some speakers better crank.
Yeah, it better bang. He's turning it on.
That's our freestyling.
So basically, the lightning bolts are coming off of this little electrical rod thing with the beat. Obviously, you can hear the music quality is not very good because it's literally being generated by like the What? He's holding a light bulb up to it, and it's like generating the electricity over to the light bulb now.
You could charge your phone with that.
I mean, you could probably fire your phone with that.
Yeah,
I don't know. I mean, we have a lot of extra phones laying around. We could.
We do.
I think we're gonna have a new YouTube show on the No Prisoners page called Amazon Buys.
Yeah,
And we just buy stuff on Amazon and try it out.
Yeah.
Can we do that? Maybe.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. I like that.
That would be good content. It might be a better show than what we're doing right now.
Just us reviewing Amazon
Just
shit.
us, we're checking out stuff we might buy on Amazon.
There's a channel that I watch that's called, this dude does this segment called Weird Tech, where he gets technology that's in their beta stages and he reviews them, and it's usually a lot of wild shit. Like when the Xbox One fridge came out, They sent him one of those.
Xbox One fridge.
Yeah.
There's a refrigerator with an Xbox in it.
No, that because when the Xbox Series X came out,
Yeah.
people made fun of it. That looks like a mini fridge.
Oh, they call it the fridge.
Yeah. So then
okay.
they made a mini fridge, the same size as the model. Yeah.
You know the car guys that Evan knows.
Yeah.
Donut. They put a show out every now and then called like, I don't know what it's called, but they buy like stuff online for your car to see if it's legit or not.
Oh, that's
and
sick.
it's like discount shit. It's like all the neon lights and like different stuff you can like put on your car to like this stuff that like you make deer run away from your car, and they like try it. They try it out and review it, and some of it's like, this is complete trash, but I'd still buy it because it's only $20. Like different stuff like that. So I think
sick.
we low key just invented a new show.
Yeah.
But did you watch the fights this weekend?
Yeah, I did. I watched him at my brother's house. He invited us over for a housewarming party.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
bought a house.
he's been in his house for a little while now though.
Yeah, but he's been renovating it.
Oh.
Yeah, so he
Big baller.
Yeah, he redid the whole first floor, which looks pretty cool. New flooring.
Were you
kitchen, all
allowed
that
like
shit.
other places in the house that aren't finished?
Yeah. My brother can go fuck. His second floor isn't completed yet. Only thing that's completed in the second floor is his bedroom, and then their bathroom where they shower and shit. But everything else is still kind of a mess.
Where they shower and shit.
Yeah, so they shower and shit.
I thought you were saying it in like the slang sense where you're like, and shit.
No, I mean, it can work both ways.
You know where people are like, yeah, we were doing this and shit. It's like, what, why was there shit involved? People never get that joke. They're like, well, I was speaking English.
Yeah.
Were you offended?
Slanging. But yeah, I watched the fights there. It was pretty sick.
What do you think about? I kind of expected Masvidal to get beat the hell up.
Me too.
Colby's like he's had 2 fights with Usman for the belt. Like, I don't think he's gonna get another one. He's very much trying to get another shot at the belt. He's number 1 contender, but I don't know. I don't know what he's gonna do.
I don't think he beats Usman.
I don't think he ever beats Usman. I think Usman, if Usman's, hand doesn't heal, and they have to do like an interim champion, like maybe he gets a shot.
Yeah, it's probably the only.
But
way.
otherwise, the good thing about Masvidal losing is that we also have another loser. We have Conor McGregor.
Conor McGregor.
Hey, Conor.
Hey, the boy Conor.
And Conor's looking beefy right now.
Hey.
Have you seen the picture he posted recently?
Yeah, bro, fucking beefcake.
Look how beefy he is. I read this morning online in preparation for the show. He weighs 193 pounds.
What?
Right now. And I believe it.
Holy shit.
You know, him and I are like the same size human.
Yeah, he's what, 5'9"?
Like we're literally built the same size. I weigh 157 pounds. Look at that.
Get the fuck
Look at
out of here.
What are you on? USADA is there all the time, I bet. They're like they're testing him for steroids all the time.
Holy shit, dude.
He loves that bicycle. He literally everything every post I do catch of Conor, somehow there's a bicycle involved. Like when you first, like Jesus, he's humongous right now. Look at that.
That's fucking
Look
crazy.
at his shoulders.
That's crazy.
God damn.
Well, yeah, him and
Let's go
Masvidal.
champ. I think there's rumors of him fighting Masvidal, right? He wants to fight Makhachev, but I think that'd be a terrible mistake for Conor.
Oh, yeah, he's going to get his ass whooped.
He's going to get his ass whooped. Did you know about the story about Makhachev when Conor was talking smack on Khabib and his like family and stuff? Makhachev was like training in like Sweden or something like that, and he got on a plane to go to Ireland to beat the shit out of Conor, and the Irish police caught him at the airport and sent him back because it was like all over social media that he was like, I'm coming.
Holy shit.
I'm coming for you.
I smash.
I come smash. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure if the country you're from ends in Stan, right? And you have a beard, you're you not to be messed with. A different kind of human being. Makhachev, Habib, like all those dudes, like they wrestle bears in their villages. Like they're different kind of humans. We have like a Russian takeover in the UFC about to happen.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm pretty excited for Conor to fight. I think he's fighting International Fight Week in July.
Like,
so
against who or
I'm pretty
what?
sure it's going to be Masvidal because he needs a win.
Yeah, Masvidal's the type of guy he could probably beat.
He could beat Masvidal because like the thing is like Conor, like Masvidal's 170, but he's like a natural 150. Conor's a natural 150, but he weighs 193 pounds right now, so he'll cut to 170, and then you're like, jeez.
You think he'll cut? Because it looks as if he clearly bulked up for something, or no, or maybe he just.
Well, the reason why I think he bulked up to fight Masvidal, even though Masvidal's ranked like 6th, like I don't think it's going to be a ranked fight. I think it's going to be they're going to. I have reason to believe that they're going to bring back like the BMF belt, bad motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so cool when they used to do those fights because you could get dudes to fight that like everybody gets paid. That's all they want to do. Nobody cares about these stupid belts. They just want the money.
Yeah.
And Masvidal's the 3rd highest paid person in the UFC. Conor's number 1. So when Conor was trying to fight Masvidal like a while ago, Dana White said, "Oh, we can't set that fight up. Like Masvidal's too big for Conor. Like too big of a guy."
Oh, okay.
So Conor's like, "All right, that's cool. I'm gonna put on all the weight. I'm gonna eat all the Irish potatoes."
Put on like 40 pounds.
Dude, he's just like, and something tells me like he just takes pictures to look big. Like look at him. He's just like, I mean, like everything. Like he might not even like, I don't know. Look at those. Like
his face is definitely way fuller.
He's got way fuller, but you know how he's not on. You can tell he's not on steroids because he doesn't have like those. Like his eyebrows don't have that like. When you're like on the juice, like like to gain that kind of weight, your eyebrows get this like you get like a. Yeah, pull it up. Steroid eyebrows. Yeah, here we go.
Oh shit! Wait,
it's literally it pulls up cosmetology places to get your eyebrows waxed. Could we open a business called Steroid Eyebrows?
Yeah, just take over. Oh man, we're about to get.
Oh my God, horror pictures.
They got Alex Rodriguez on here.
Yeah. Hey Rod, scroll down a little bit. You got like
This guy.
yeah. See, I was like, not really a good point, but like Vitor has it. Vitor Belfort.
Let's see, we can just look up steroids.
Yeah, here you go.
Is that a good picture?
Oh yeah, the one on the left is like his eyebrows with the thing. Yeah, just look at like whatever. Take my word for it. You got definition in the face. See, like normal, not normal.
Oh yeah.
See how his eyebrows get like the center part of his eyes are all like your eye sockets look like they're deeper, but what happens is your face muscles grow.
That's
so you
crazy.
get like this like weird superhero look to you.
Yeah, they start to protrude and they go down more.
So episode 121, you heard it here first. Conor Masvidal this July. I'm calling it. If it doesn't happen, Conor's going to fight somebody else, and that'll be equally as good. But Conor needs a win. And the other, I mean, I don't know. You could also get Masvidal fighting one of the Diaz brothers, maybe. And then I'm not sure who Conor would fight. But Conor's definitely going to fight this summer. I think it's Masvidal. Because they're not going to give, like, Masvidal just lost to the number 1 contender who, like, they're not going to give him a run at, like, he's not going to get a title shot. He's like,
He doesn't deserve one.
it is what it is
He
now.
doesn't want to fight.
Now he just wants to get paid. They all want to just get paid. These belts don't matter.
Yeah.
And all the people, the highest paid people in the UFC are Conor McGregor's number 1, gets paid the most. Then it's the Diaz brothers, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure the Diaz brothers themselves, like both of them, like draw huge crowds.
Oh yeah, they know how to sell fights.
They sell fights. And then you got Masvidal sells fights. So none of those people have championship belts. And it's kind of funny how like the UFC is all set up so you can win the belt. but all the fans care about everybody without a belt more than the people with the belt.
Yeah, it's showmanship, man.
Francis Ngannou, whatever.
Yeah.
Like the heavyweight belts, all the heavyweights right now. Greg Hardy, you watch that fight?
Fuck Greg Hardy.
Why is Greg like they need to terminate him from the UFC?
I think the UFC's doing this is they just want to show him getting his ass beat.
I think I mean, it kind of seems that way, but I think Greg Hardy, for those of you listening that don't know fighting, that are learning fighting, Greg Hardy was an NFL Pro Bowler, played for the Panthers. I think he played in the Pro Bowl in 2014. Beast of an athlete. Seriously beast.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't just go from he also played for the Cowboys, I forgot that. Back when I cared about football. I think he thought I can just be an athlete and hop in here. But you're getting into the ring with people that have been training their whole lives in martial arts. So to think that you're going to all of a sudden learn how to fight and go up against a dude like Sergey, that guy's been punching people since he came out of the womb. He punched his way out of his mom. That's what I heard. Look at that, the Tai Tuivasa fight.
How's a great
he's
knockout.
Completely perpendicular to you're not even squared up on your opponent anymore. Look at the bottom left-hand corner with Tai holding his hands up like that. So Tai Tuivasa, that guy's a fighter. You're not gonna I think if anything happens now, I think Tai Tuivasa fights Ngannou next.
Ooh, that's me hell of a fight.
I think that'll be a good fight. Because it's we'll see what happens.
Yeah, one hit. Tuivasa got some power, bro.
Yeah.
Ngannou's the hardest hitter, so.
I don't know.
That'd be insane.
That would be insane. Did you watch while I was waiting for these fights to start, I started watching the Kanye documentary. Have you seen any of that yet?
Yeah, I saw all
What's your take?
parts.
With all 3 parts?
Yeah.
I only watched the first and second episode. The first episode was an hour and 20-something minutes long.
Yeah, it was very long.
I was like, damn. I wasn't ready for it. I didn't know what I was getting into. I was kind of having an emotional afternoon. I just was feeling stressed out and shit. I'm just reaching for things to watch to keep me entertained. So I started watching that.
Uh-huh.
And it didn't help my stress level at all.
No, probably didn't. No.
It didn't. I'd love to hear what you thought about it. I'm pretty excited that you've seen it.
I mean, so when I first started getting into hip hop, Kanye was my introduction to that. I remember there was this guy that would come around our neighborhood, and he had a suitcase and he had these dreads, and he would which is, now think about it, it's pretty dangerous. You have your kid outside and this guy walking by with a suitcase and he sells your kid fucking bootleg CDs. Sounds very dangerous, but that's what happened.
You grew up in a good neighborhood, though.
I guess, yeah. I don't know. So the first album I remember my mom...
It's better CDs than candy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. Can't fucking ingest it. I'll be fine, you know?
If you eat a CD, that's on you.
Yeah. So stupid. Yeah, so, my mom gave me $5, and the first album I bought was College Dropout. So that was my introduction to hip hop.
And that was Jesus Walks is on that.
Yeah.
Jesus Walks.
Yeah, so, I was watching it more with the...
What was that, 2003 or 2004 probably?
Something like that. It might have been, yeah, because I was still relatively young. I think I was maybe, 8 or 9 years old.
Okay.
So, that's kind of when I started. Because before that, I used to listen to a lot of Spanish music. So watching the documentary and watching him make these iconic songs that introduced me into a genre that I listen to this day. And it's my favorite genre. So
did you know that much about Kanye going into the documentary?
Yeah. Not actually
enough.
Yeah, I knew enough because Kanye is definitely my favorite artist and producer and all that. Just because the shit he makes is timeless. So just watching him make all of those songs and seeing it all happen, it was kind of I don't know. Think about the most favorite thing you've ever experienced or your most favorite thing ever, and watching how it's made. And it's kind of you're fuck, whoa, this is fucking insane. And I'm over here getting emotional. And then, I watched it again and I thought about it and I was like, I mean, this is more than just, I guess, feeling emotional or getting emotional by this documentary. There was a lot that they were trying to convey. And I listened to a couple people talk about it, and they were kind of like, maybe this is just Kanye trying to save face, or having this guy Cootie be the narrator so he doesn't look as biased or some shit like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I didn't watch it for that reason. I watched it because I was like, fuck, I want to see what he went through. And
Amazon was like, yo, you should watch, or Netflix was like, you should watch this.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, when I saw that it was going to come out, I was pretty hyped because I'm a Kanye fan.
Yeah.
So
I am, I guess I'm a Kanye fan. I'm a Kanye appreciator.
yeah, there you go.
There's been times where I listen to I've listened to the music and been like, I hate this. And then like later in my life went back and listened to it and was like appreciative of it.
Yeah.
So that's kind of weird to me. Whereas like there's been times where I was like, dude, I don't really like this. And then I went back and I guess it was more of like an appreciation for like music and production and like what I like grew in an understanding of that whole field to be like, wow, this is actually a really, really, well-made album.
Yeah.
I thought it was extremely arrogant and typical of Kanye that they started filming a documentary about him before he was anything.
Yeah.
It'd literally be like, hey, Gilmar, I need you to carry this camera around with us everywhere we go and just film me because I'm going to be something someday.
Yeah.
It's like what the level of like, I don't know if it's arrogance or confidence. Like part of me like looks down on it. And then another part of me that conflicted is like, I appreciate how confident he was in himself that he knew he was going to be as big as he is.
Yeah.
Like it's very evident in the first episode, which is covering him. Like for those listening, we won't ruin the thing because it's like there's a lot of details and conversations. Kanye West produced half the music on like the Blueprint album for Jay-Z. Like a lot of like the Jay-Z hit, like H to the is like Kanye beat. Like Kanye made all of Jay-Z's like top fire songs.
And other artists too.
And a lot of other artists.
A lot of other artists.
So when Kanye the whole first episode is Kanye like trying to get recognized as a rapper and not just a producer. And he was keeping all the good beats for himself. And people listen to beats and they'd be like, oh, who's this for? And he'd be like, me.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, what? You rap? And then like there was times where like he's rapping with like Mos Def and I think
Talib Kweli.
Yeah, he's in there and like and they're like letting people freestyle and they're doing like a 2-word freestyle.
Yeah.
Where like you say 2 words and then you transition, 2 words, transition, and they're literally like it's Kanye's turn to go, and they're both like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Like, this guy is insane.
He's spitting.
And it was cool. There was so many, like, rappers in the documentary that were just like, yo, you still filming your documentary, Kanye?
Yeah.
Like, you still working on that? And he's like, yeah.
Yeah. At some point, they didn't even say his name right. They call him Cayenne.
Yeah, Cayenne. And then they're like, or he calls up. He's like, why isn't my full name on the thing? It's Kanye West. No, he's like, well, everybody knows you as Kanye. Like, and then now you start. He's like, that'd be like me just being like, yo, I'm just Ye, just abbreviating. And then you realize like later in his career, he falls back on like shit he had conflict with in the documentary. He's like, you know what? Actually, that is what I am.
I'm Ye.
I'm Ye. You can't tell him like that's who I am.
Yeah,
just call me Ye. And it was very profound and like motivating in a weird way to be like, if you commit yourself to the level that he committed himself mentally, physically, like his being, like there's no way you can't be big at whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
For him, it was music, but I loved his mom.
Yes, me too.
His mom, like when you meet his mom in the documentary, you realize that she is the reason why he is great. Like she punched this like level of confidence into him that was like, what? That's like what a mother should be in a way.
Yeah.
It was interesting. I love his mom. I wish that was my mom.
Yeah, she had so much wisdom, and she kind of knew how to ground him, but also big him up whenever he needed that confidence.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, she did do that.
And it was just, she was a very interesting person. And now looking at that and looking at Kanye's now, that his mom dying definitely
Sent him off the rails.
Yeah, because she's what kept him grounded.
Yeah, and his mom died on an operating table, right? Getting plastic surgery.
Mm-hmm.
Fucked up.
Yeah, man.
It's like all that money. It's like, I'll pay for you to get plastic surgery, Mom, and then she dies.
Yeah.
That's like, what?
Yeah. So you
and it was probably one of those things like you're not prepared for it all.
Oh no, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean that was the other part of the documentary I really liked, was showing his resilience and how, you know, no matter what, he found a way to make shit happen.
He had unprecedented confidence in himself.
Mm-hmm.
He would get like the hardest no's
Yeah.
from people, and he'd be like, all right.
Yeah.
And then they would leave, and he'd be like, you know what? They don't know what they're talking about. We're going to just keep doing it.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't even, like, he would waver for, like, he would just sit there, and they'd be, the dude who's filming it all, Cootie,
Yeah.
who's, like, seems like a cool guy. He was just kind of, like, explaining the more he filmed, because that dude gave up his life in Chicago to move to New York just to film Kanye doing the stuff.
Yeah. He was a stand-up comedian.
Yeah, he had a lot going on for himself, and just to give all that up, like, he obviously believed in Kanye, and you can see why he believed in Kanye, because he's, like, following him around with a camera, and Kanye's just, like, showing up at Rockefeller Records, just playing his album, and people are like, you need to leave. You shut the camera off. It's time for you to go, Kanye. He's like, what do you think? Like, and they're just like, nobody's giving him any attention. Or the one dude, the white dude, who they're like, all right, who are you? Who are you again? And he's like paging up to he's like, yay, Kanye? That guy probably feels like such an idiot now.
Yeah, probably.
Looking and he's like, oh man, I was in the presence of like a future like Hall of Fame celebrity, and I'm just like not even getting his name right.
Yeah, he's the one that called him Cayenne.
Yeah, Cayenne. Yeah. And you saw like Beyonce, you saw Pharrell, you saw all of them when like 20 years ago.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy to see that, and it's weird to see him and Jay-Z not really have a relationship, because you see them when he gets invited to this one party and he's just walking by as all these celebrities and he daps up Jay-Z, but it kind of looks like when you go up to someone, you're just saying hi and passing by. And it was just so weird to see that, because knowing the relationship they have now, or had, you know, that was almost a brotherhood. And then seeing that, it was kind of like, well, damn, at some point they were just strangers, you know?
Yeah, Jay-Z just looked at him as like the dude that made my beats.
Exactly.
He's like, I'm the star.
Mm-hmm.
Kanye's just the guy who made my music.
Mm-hmm.
And damn, right?
Yeah, I mean, the documentary definitely gets a bit darker.
I got to the end of the part where like he obviously got in the car accident and broke his jaw.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where like I stopped watching.
Yeah, I think that's when it transitions over into the next episode or something like that.
Yeah.
But the first episode really draws you in, because it's, you know, it's inspirational. It shows how he's kind of coming up, and then the next two will kind of get a little dark, because then they start to kind of show him.
Do they show
spiraling?
They show his mental health challenges.
Yeah.
I think that's I think as a person that struggles with like mental health and things like that myself, I think it's important to be fairly honest about that with people. Because I think that for a long time, or still, like, mental health isn't something that's necessarily like, shit. Like, I go through that stuff and I don't even respect it. So it's like, so like, I'll be seeing people like posted online complaining and stuff. I'm like, you ain't got problems, but like, you probably do. Like, and you're just, I think it's important for people to understand, you know, the truth behind it all. Like, you have the like the Cain Velasquez situation. I can never say his name right. Where like that's a mental health situation. Mm-hmm. So like, if you guys don't know about that, like Cain's still an active heavyweight fighter in the UFC, and he found out that his pretty sad, but he's a championship fighter. He found out that his 4-year-old daughter was molested by one of like the educators or people in charge at the daycare that the child was going to.
Holy shit, I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
No.
You haven't heard all this?
No, I haven't.
So basically what happened last week was the guy who was charged with the molestation was released on his own recognizance, meaning like without bail, which like they just were like, all right, cool, come back to court when your court starts. And what happened then was roundabout facts. Like Kane waited for that guy. He, spotted them driving. He chased them down with his truck. He tried to run them off the road. Finally was like rather successful and shot a gun at the car, wounding the gentleman who, is accused of being a pedophile. He wounded that guy's stepfather or father. Didn't die. But he went like the judge, like the guy gets charged with, or not charged, he gets arrested and he's not found guilty yet. He still has to go to court. So they charge him with the molestation charges. He doesn't, instead of going to jail and waiting to go to trial while sitting in jail, the judge releases him. Like usually it's like, oh, you have to post bail or you sit in jail. So your family has to put up the bond and get you out of jail, and then like you're free. But that bond, that money that whoever puts up for you is like the guarantee that you're going to come back for court. But this judge was like, no, come back on your own recognizance, meaning like we're not going to set a bail. Like you just have to come back. We trust that you're going to come back because you're such a good guy because you only touch children. And that was too much for Kane. And he went out with intentions of murdering that man and was unsuccessful. And now he's in jail without bail. So, and that's in California. So I'm going to read it right here off ESPN. Former UFC heavyweight champion Cain Velasquez was denied bail Monday in his attempted murder case per Santa Clara County Court. Judge
Shalina Brown?
Shalina Brown said the risk is too great to let him out on bail because of the extreme recklessness of the retired fighter's actions. His next court date is April 12th. So it's clear to the court that there is a clear and convincing evidence that there is a substantial likelihood that a release would result in great bodily injury, not just to the named complaining witnesses in the case, but the Santa Clara residents at large. So California is an interesting place now. There's a lot of people in California debating, like there's a real and active debate in California right now on whether or not like being a pedophile is like a sexual orientation. Meaning like there's a lot of people trying to make an argument that like being attracted to children is like a natural thing and like should be accepted and different things like that. There's that level to the argument. There's a level to the argument where it's like California just is like releasing people from prison that they shouldn't be all the time. They're like, oh, well, the corona, they let a lot of people out that they shouldn't have. That didn't end very well. And then there's like the level to this thing where it's just like, I'm not a father, but if I can think and know that like if I were a father and this happened to one of my children, I don't know what I would do. I mean, would it have been? I'd like to think I'd handle it a little bit more strategically than this.
Yeah.
But when you hear that news, like, I personally don't find anything wrong with what he did.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Your kid got molested, like, and you went out and tried to murder the dude who did it. I don't know. Like, I don't know that, like, maybe they should have left that other dude in jail.
They should have definitely left him in jail.
If they left him in jail, maybe Kane would have been like, look, like, he's in jail. There's nothing I can do about it. Right? But instead, the court's like, you know what? Whatever. Like, I don't know. I mean, like, that's a pretty messed up situation.
Yeah, the whole situation's messed up.
I don't, he's going to probably do some jail time.
Yeah.
He's got a really, really good lawyer.
Oh, I bet.
Somebody's paying for it,
Mm-hmm.
not him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure. There, like, he's a world champion heavyweight fighter of the UFC. He knows tons of people. I wouldn't be surprised if Dana White's paying for the lawyer
Yeah, right.
out of principle. Like, I don't think anybody with children can look at this situation. Even that judge, like, that judge probably has children.
Oh, for sure.
Like, how can you, like, the decision to leave him in jail without bail? Probably a safe bet that that's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if they let him out, he might try and kill the guy again.
No, for sure.
So, like, we're going to let you, like, there's, I don't know that, you know, there's a lot of argument there, but, like, when this goes to trial or whatever, I think he'll do time. I don't think he's going to do anywhere near the amount of time that a normal attempted murder charge would do.
Mm-hmm.
But then you have people, like, I've read recently where people are, like, getting out of jail. It's like 7 years, attempted murder. It's like you robbed a store, shot a guy. Oh, you got out 7 years later. Like, what? Like, that's like a 15-year, 25-year sentence. So, you know, the fact that there's a firearm involved is accelerates it. I kind of wish he just used his talents and just beat the shit out of the dude. Like, literally beat him into an inch of his life and then just sat there and waited to get arrested. I was just like, yep, I did it.
Yeah.
Take me to court. Let's do trial. Find 12 people with kids that wouldn't agree with this.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if you have kids and you say, "Oh no, this is like, is it the greatest idea?" No, but like if you have kids and you find an immense problem with this, I'm judging you as a parent. That's for sure. Because like your job as a parent is to like keep your kids safe, and if somebody harms your child to that degree, boy, you're going crazy. So I think he has a good argument, you know, crazy person argument. Not a lawyer. Not a lawyer, but like I hope he the unfortunate side of this situation is that like he took, I guess if you want to find the bad of it, it's like if this did happen to his daughter, you know, I think it happened over 100 times, people are reporting. That like
What?
Yeah, his child. That's what like the
Over 100 times?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it wasn't just like one time.
I thought it
was like
maybe
repeated times.
Oh Jesus.
So it was like, could you imagine hearing that and like nobody knows what you would do. To people all the time, like they say, like, oh well, if that were me, I'd kill that guy. I'd be like, well, Kane actually tried to get it done. So in my eyes, I kind of see him as like a, you know, he didn't follow our system, but he followed like the rules of men, in my opinion. Like, right?
Yeah.
It's like, but what sucks is like he didn't get it done. Now he's in jail. Now he's going to go to court for attempted murder. His young child just went through all of that, and now they don't have a dad for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like he kind of made the situation worse.
He did.
In a way. But our legal system didn't seem like they were going to take care of business.
Mm-hmm.
So, unfortunate situation.
Very unfortunate.
Right?
Damn, I haven't heard about this. That's crazy.
You didn't heard about this at all?
Nah, man.
Damn, right? So, he's 39, arrested February 28th after allegedly chasing down a man, Harry Eugene Goularte, who is being charged with molesting a young relative of Kane's. And Kane was shooting a gun into Goularte's vehicle, per the Santa Clara County District Attorney. Another man in the vehicle, Goularte's stepfather, Paul Bender. That's a funny name.
Yeah.
Was hit by one of the gunshots in his arm and torso, suffered non-life-threatening injuries. And then, is there anybody out there who would say to a father that this is not what you should do? And then his attorney, Mark Garagos. I'm pretty sure that guy represented Michael Jackson before.
Oh shit!
In that whole like,
it's a hell of an attorney.
I'm pretty sure Michael Jackson. So it's the world we live in.
Yeah, man.
Right? Have you been following any other news? What we got on James Harden? Is he playing tonight?
Yeah, James Harden is playing tonight.
What do you think? He's gonna slam all the dunks?
He's gonna slam all the dunks and make all the 3 points.
Yeah.
And shoot all the balls. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting because Ben Simmons, I don't know if you heard, but he got traded to the Nets because he
Ben
wanted
Simmons
out of
ain't
Philly.
shit, dude. Everybody was so big on that dude. I don't follow basketball at all.
Yeah.
Watch the last Nick Dislogus episode. I don't care about basketball. But Ben Simmons, everybody was so hyped about him, and then like literally the whole city turned on him.
Yeah, I mean, I was definitely hyped about Ben Simmons too. I mean, I wish him well in Brooklyn or whatever, but
Oh, he's in Brooklyn now for the Nets?
yeah. So they,
Ooh.
you know, the Nets and the Sixers swapped players. You know, the Net. It was kind of a multi-player deal, but the highlight of it was James Harden for Ben Simmons, and you know, so because they both wanted out of their teams.
Okay.
James Harden kept saying he was injured. I don't know if he was. Apparently, he was dealing with a hamstring issue, and then Ben Simmons said that he was dealing with mental health issues. He didn't want to be in Philly, this and that.
Mental health issues,
Yeah.
aka living in Philadelphia when they hate you.
Exactly. So I don't know if he did deal with that. I'm not, who's to say if he did or not, but you know, if he used an excuse, that's a piece of shit excuse. Cause you know, obviously people deal with it, and that's kind of a cop out, whatever, dude. But if he really was dealing with things, and you know, best of luck to him. But there's videos of him because he's in Philly right now. He was at the Four Seasons. Is that what they're saying, I guess?
Harden? Or
No,
Simmons?
Ben Simmons.
Oh,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
they're playing.
Yeah, they're playing in Philly.
Oh, so that's the game tonight.
Yes.
Oh, so Ben Simmons is coming back to Philly.
Yeah,
James Harden
is already in Philly.
is in Philly from there. So it's like,
Yeah, so it's a big game, but Ben Simmons isn't playing because he's apparently not fit to play yet. So he's gonna be sitting on the bench. So
getting
you know,
batteries thrown at him.
yeah. So that's why tonight is very interesting because we're gonna see the kind of reception he gets from the Philly fans. Usually when players come back to play at their ex team's home stadium or home arena, they usually play a tribute video to say thanks for, you know, being a Sixer or whatever. So people are kind of wondering, are they going to make Ben Simmons a tribute video? And if they do, you know, what's it going to be like? What is the response going to be like?
I'm going to boo him.
Yeah, I mean, a
I'm
ton
going
of
to
people
drive down
booing
that.
him.
What time is it?
Bro, you need to go now.
Can we get down there and boo him?
They're probably...
Yeah.
Dude, he's getting booed all week. I'm telling you, there's videos of people outside of the Four Seasons just booing him. It's fucking booing him. And that's kind of crazy. As long as it doesn't go past booing, I think that's good.
Yeah, they're patting people down for batteries and stuff in Philly.
Yeah, did you hear what's been happening to Russell Wilson? Probably not. Not Russell Wilson, Russell Westbrook. That, you know, people have been insulting.
The golfer?
Yeah, sure, yeah. Russell Westbrook plays for the Lakers, and he hasn't really been playing very well. So Laker fans have been, you know, going as far out to insult his family and talk about his family and shit. So now his family doesn't attend the games anymore because they feel unsafe in the environment. And as long as Philly fans don't do that, you know,
don't insult the families.
Yeah.
Keep it to the
yeah.
You're just a weak bitch if you bring somebody because Colby Covington did that to Jorge Masvidal leading up to this fight. He was like calling out Jorge's family, saying he's a bad dad, bringing up side pieces. It's like, I get you're trying to sell tickets and shit like that, but
you don't do that.
Really?
Yeah, you don't
you
do
gotta
that.
do that.
Yeah,
It seems like it's just a step in the wrong direction.
Yeah, his family's got nothing to do with him fighting you. So why do that? Same thing with basketball. What does Westbrook's family have to do with him playing bad basketball?
That's why, like, Makachev and Habib and all the and pretty much anybody Habib coaches is you can't talk bad about them or their families or the entire they will murder you.
Yeah.
It's not like about a fight to them anymore. Like, now they'll fight you in the hallway of the hotel and not even get to the cage, and they don't care.
Yeah.
They don't care. They come from like Dagestan and like places where like it's not that great. So they're like, yeah, whatever. It's pretty great here in the hallway.
Yeah.
We'll bang in the elevator. This is pretty good for ring.
Yeah, no bullshit, bro. They don't fuck around with that.
Yeah, I think that America, at least like what's portrayed in like mainstream media and stuff, like we're a bunch of weak babies, right? We're just like complaining about basketball and different shit like that. I saw like the women's national soccer team won a lawsuit because they're not getting they've been suing ever since like what that Hope whatever chick.
Hope Solo.
Yeah, like back when she was playing.
Mm-hmm.
They've been suing since then, and they won the lawsuit like last week or the week before because they weren't paid as well as the men, or like didn't get as much like endorsements and things like that. So they won this huge multi-million-dollar lawsuit. It was like $70 million or something like that. And I was kind of thinking, and I was like, well, did as many people watch you as the men's games?
I don't think so because it wasn't.
It wasn't as big a deal.
Yeah, it wasn't.
So like, why do you think that you should just get paid?
Mm-hmm.
Because the men get paid this much, we should get that. It's like, well, the men get paid that much because they sell media space.
Mm-hmm.
People watch that, or like you have like a lot of people just standing up and like expecting that they're gonna get something because somebody else has it.
Yeah.
Regardless of if it's gender or skin color or whatever, it's like, well, they have it, I should have it. It's like yeah, but like that's like, is that the road we really want to go down?
Mm-hmm.
Or now we have like the Supreme Court justice. When that was coming up for, debate, like Biden comes out and he's like, I'm going to nominate a black woman. It's like, and everybody was like cheering him on. And I'm like, yeah, but like if I was a black woman, I'd be like, well, like that's just pandering. Like you're not like, if he came out and said like, hey, we're considering all options and we're looking for the best person for the job, and it just so happens like several of our options are black women, everybody would be like, oh, wow, that's really great. That's awesome. But it's like, we're doing everybody a solid by just like highlighting these groups of people.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not just limited to that. It's all over the place. And it's like, we need to start, just being factual and real about why we're doing things, and not like making decisions to try and like appease people.
Yeah.
Because it's just going to lead us down like a road that we can't get off of.
Mm-hmm.
And then, whatever.
We're kind of almost there.
I think we're on the road.
Yeah, dude. There's some shit that nowadays.
It's like, why we should, like, you want to be undeniable.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you are undeniably great at whatever it is you do, to me, it's your skin color, ethnicity, gender, sexual preference, like whatever category you can drum up, like should have nothing to do with the conversation. But it's always the highlight of the conversation. And if I were like, obviously I'm a white male, so like fuck me. But like if I were one of those like groups or categories of people, and like the reason I got highlighted was not because of my talent, but because I was in that category or group, I'd be just disappointed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm sure I could reach for something that like I can like relate to on that. Not off the top of my head. But it's like you don't want to like, it's like, oh, okay, you just acknowledge me. Or I guess what I could like, if one of my parents was like extremely successful and then I got a job because of them, I'd be like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like not the same as like if I got a job, like if say my dad was a great home builder, and then like people are like, it used to infuriate me when people would be like, oh, you started a business, or do you work for your dad, or like what is it? I'm like, no, motherfucker, I started this myself. Like recognize my talent. Don't recognize like anything else. And that's like, when you watch the news, at least that's how they like present it. They're like, oh, the first such and such race just got elected or just got the first surgical position at Johns Hopkins University. I'm just like making shit up. But it's like, oh, the first, Hispanic female got nominated as the president of this hospital. Do you think she's like stoked for that? Like, she's like, no, I worked hard as a person to get this job. I'm not getting the job because of my race. But it's like, that's how it's presented now. And like, that's like, it's not the truth. Like, people get places because they work hard. and they do things, and they make connections, and they make good or bad decisions, and the outcomes of that they, react to and maneuver again. It's just kind of like weird to me that that's like how we highlight things. Like America has become way racist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It feels way more racist than when we were kids. I think like race is brought up in like every conversation, like multiple times a day. If you watch the news all day, race is brought up multiple times.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, how do we expect to get past this if we're just like, this is like, we're discussing it from this angle? It's kind of just disappointing. But Tiger Woods is back on top, so hey, we got champions.
Love it.
Everybody loves to hate on Tiger Woods, but that guy's got the talent still.
That guy's got it, man.
Yeah.
Still swinging.
That's legit. We had a wild episode today. We were all over the place.
Yeah. I love how it started off with the Amazon reviews.
Hopefully everybody got out of it before it got too dark.
Well, it was a good segment. We should definitely keep doing that.
What, the Amazon stuff?
Yeah,
dude.
funny. That shit's great.
I just like, sometimes I log on to Amazon and I'm just like, what are you suggesting to me right now? What is this?
Yeah.
The dog spring thing? I was like, yeah, I buy dog stuff sometimes, but like, people buy this?
Yeah. I wouldn't.
Victims, dude.
Victims. Some victim shit.
Dude, dude, that's the segment. Amazon victims.
Amazon victims.
Oh my God.
Love it.
But we went down some messy paths today.
Yeah, it's fine.
We gotta get mud on your boots.
Exactly.
Right.
Gotta get your toes wet.
Yeah.
Whatever that means.
You gotta get your toes wet. That's like something your grandparents will say. Be like, you gotta get your toes wet.
I might have heard that from an old person.
Be like, yeah, grandma. Definitely.
That's right.
Get to get your toes wet. What does that mean? Maybe she's talking about acid. Isn't that acid wet? Like, isn't that what they refer to it as?
I have no idea.
We're gonna get wet. I think that's like doing acid.
Really?
I don't know. I wasn't born in the 60s, but
neither was I.
I think that's like, let's Google, let's pull that up real quick.
Acid, cool. We're gonna get ET.
A.
Nope, not that. What the fuck is going on? Acted? Okay.
Yeah,
Wet dream? What the fuck?
lead battery acid.
Oh shit!
Nice.
This is taking us down.
I could have just made something up.
Yeah, I mean, whatever.
Whatever.
Doesn't matter.
So shout out to all the people listening, subscribing to the show. Shows YouTube and everything's growing pretty steadily, slow and steadily. It's you guys sharing it.
Yeah, love that.
So it's always good to log on there and see like the little updates. We got a comment on one of our company, like another YouTube we have, that was pretty ridiculous. I thought it was on the No Prisoners page at first, but we posted, Gilmar made a video of like me talking about like framing, and somebody posted that we're confusing all the gay people out here with a stud video.
Yeah, because its title was called Know Your Studs.
Know Your Studs.
Yeah.
I looked at that comment, I was like, oh my God.
That's hilarious.
What are we doing here?
I didn't even notice that.
I when I saw that, I was like confused. I'm like, what was that podcast about? And then I went and looked at it. I was like, oh, it's about the studs. We're talking about wood. Awkward as shit.
Yeah, it happens.
So, we're grateful for everyone. Grateful for the people listening, sharing the show. We're grateful for the people in real life that keep supporting the show and giving us feedback in person. We're grateful for all the wild news that we've been catching. Yeah. Even though some of it's pretty fucked up.
Yeah, very fucked up.
It's just is what it is. Check out the Kanye documentary. If you don't like the UFC episodes, you can submit your query on the YouTube page, I guess. Complain about it in the comments.
Yeah, man. Go on anchor.fm and then, send us some shit.
Yeah, go to our anchor.fm page.
Yeah.
And you can literally send us a voice message or just send us a voice message on the No Prisoners thing and we'll play it on here.
There you go.
And you can just shout us out or tell us how we suck.
Yeah.
I think that would be hilarious if somebody just wrote us a message and told us how terrible of a show we are. And come out and support on the 23rd, Alpha Bravo Canine.
Eat.
We got a bunch of other cool things that we'll highlight coming up that don't actually exist yet, that we'll find cool stuff for you. Trying to give back this summer, trying to get involved in the community, and just trying to continue to bring cool people on the show. We got a cool guest next week coming on, Logan Camp.
Excited for that.
Muay Thai fighter, amateur Muay Thai fighter, trying to make his way into the MMA world.
Hell yeah.
Fought our friend Nick. We tried to get them both on the shows, but Nick's just
too busy.
He's a small town celebrity now and too busy to come on the show. So we got Logan Camp, and then we got Britt around town, local Doylestown blogger.
Yeah.
Is that safe to say? Pretty excited for her. She's given us a bunch of shout outs, learn about her, connecting with the community and whatnot. So.
And we got a Tim Dillon show.
Oh, and we're going to the Tim Dillon show on the 19th.
It's gonna be great.
Damn. And then next Friday is John's birthday, the 18th of March. So John Thomas probably isn't listening, but you shout him out a birthday. Tell him happy birthday.
Tell him happy birthday.
He's an old fart. And thanks for listening. Hit the buttons, and we'll see you next week.